Welcome to Bangladesh, a land steeped in a rich tapestry of history and marked by a journey of remarkable transformation. Once shrouded in colonial poverty, this region was a beacon of trade and prosperity in the Indian subcontinent centuries ago. Bengal wasn't just a mere geographic entity, it pulsated with the heartbeat of global commerce. Its muslin, silk and pearls traversed continents, captivating markets from Europe to Asia. Saltpeter found its way to European shores, opium found demand in Indonesia, and Bengal's exquisite textiles graced the elite in distant lands. After enduring centuries of hardship, Bangladesh has risen from the ashes of conflict and skepticism to forge a path towards prosperity. Dismissed as an international basket case in its infancy by the United States, this resilient nation has defied expectations and rewritten its narrative of progress and promise after being booted out of Pakistan in 1971. Fast forward to the present day, and Bangladesh stands tall as a testament to resilience and progress. Despite enduring historical challenges, it has emerged as a pivotal player in the global economy and climate change. Bangladesh is taking the lead in embracing renewable energy, setting a powerful example for developing nations and advocating for a gradual transition away from fossil fuels. We'll revisit this topic and cover this later in the video. Fueled by the indomitable spirit of the Bangladeshi people and guided by strategic economic policies, Bangladesh has navigated a path of sustained growth and development. From bustling streets to corporate boardrooms, Bangladeshis are architects of change, shaping their own destiny with unwavering determination. This is the Triple E Show, where we explore topics on economics, engineering and energy. At the heart of Bangladesh's economic engine lies its garment industry, a powerhouse that drives 83% of the country's exports and contributes 11.2% to GDP. From humble beginnings to global prominence, Bangladesh's ready-made garment sector has not only propelled its economy, but also reshaped social dynamics, with more girls now enrolled in high school than boys, an achievement that sets it apart from its regional counterparts. In Bangladesh, the garment sector plays a crucial role both economically and socially, with around 4.1 million workers, of which 60–70% are women. It provides significant employment opportunities, especially in a country where job options are still limited for women in rural areas. The sector's contribution to Bangladesh's economy is undeniable, accounting for a substantial 80% of foreign exchange earnings. Additionally, the annual remittances of $21 billion from overseas workers further bolster the nation's financial stability. Investment has been a key driver of growth, with levels rising from 24% of GDP in 2000 to 31% in 2023, surpassing similar figures in Pakistan. However, productivity remains a concern, hovering below 1% per annum since 2000. Despite these challenges, Bangladesh has made commendable progress in reducing poverty and improving economic standing, even surpassing India on a per capita basis. Yet, the heavy reliance on garment exports poses risks, particularly with evolving trade dynamics and competition from other countries. Imagine a nation battered by the winds of war, shrugged off by global powers, yet driven by the unwavering resolve of its people. Against all odds, Bangladesh has soared, eclipsing economic titans like Pakistan and India in income per person. Though India maintains the lead in purchasing power parity, Bangladesh's ascent knows no bounds. For 2023, Bangladesh's GDP per capita stands at $2,620, following closely behind is India at $2,500. Pakistan lags behind at $1,460 and will not be catching up anytime soon. Before the world was gripped by the shadow of the pandemic, Bangladesh's economic growth surged past 7%, outstripping not only its neighbors, but even the economic colossus, China. In the face of adversity, Bangladesh stands tall, a testament to the power of resilience and the triumph of hope. In just over 5 decades, Bangladesh has undergone a breathtaking metamorphosis, not only in economic prosperity, but also in the well-being of its people. Education has become the cornerstone of progress, with a staggering 98% of Bangladeshi children completing primary school, a far cry from the bleak statistics of the 1980s. Literacy rates have soared, and infant mortality has plummeted, heralding a healthier, more educated populace. With a life expectancy of 72 years in 2021, a gain of over 16 years since 1990, Bangladesh stands as a beacon of progress in the global arena. Despite its humble beginnings, Bangladesh has ascended the ranks of the Human Development Index, HDI, now perched at 129th out of 189 countries, a feat surpassing both Pakistan and India. Recognized by the World Bank as a lower middle-income economy, Bangladesh's remarkable journey from adversity to achievement is undeniable. In the wake of independence, a wave of expatriates returned to aid in the nation's recovery, alongside the emergence of influential organizations like BRAC. Originally founded in 1972 as the Bangladesh Rehabilitation Assistance Committee, and later known as the Bangladesh Rural Advancement Committee, BRAC, champions of women's education and empowerment. By targeting women and popularizing microcredit, these initiatives have reshaped rural landscapes, transforming millions of women into entrepreneurs and fortifying social spending. Yet, as accolades pour in, questions linger. What are the limits of Bangladesh's economic success? Can it blaze a trail for other nations, offering an alternative to the traditional East Asian export-based growth model? The scars of the past, including the partition of India and the arduous struggle for independence, have shaped Bangladesh's trajectory, fostering a tenacious spirit and unwavering resilience. As it navigates the complexities of economic diversification, the nation faces its own unique challenges it must overcome to continue its growth. In the realm of US apparel imports, Vietnam has emerged as a formidable force, surpassing Bangladesh's renowned ready-made industry. With Vietnamese apparel imports into the US valued at 2 times those from Bangladesh, it's evident that Vietnam is reaping the benefits of shifting global sourcing trends, particularly as buyers seek alternatives to China. Meanwhile, Bangladesh's share of exports in GDP has experienced a notable decline since 2012, plummeting from 20% to 12%, highlighting the growing disparity between the two nations. Additionally, Bangladesh's economic complexity, a key measure of productive capabilities, has slipped from 77 in 1991 to 101 in 2021, lagging behind India and Vietnam. While Bangladesh's success in the ready-made garments sector is undeniable, its heavy reliance on this single industry poses inherent risks. To navigate the evolving global landscape, Bangladesh must diversify its export basket, aiming to expand into promising sectors such as light engineering, plastics, leather, and footwear. However, achieving global competitiveness requires companies to meet rigorous international standards, a challenge that many struggle to overcome. Despite attempts to diversify into pharmaceuticals, export earnings remain modest, hampered by weak private investment and constraints on credit availability, particularly for small and medium enterprises. The deteriorating business environment, as evidenced by Bangladesh's plummeting rankings in the World Bank's Doing Business Index, further compounds these challenges, hindering the entry and growth of firms. Moreover, Bangladesh's low rate of foreign direct investment, FDI, compared to regional peers, with FDI inflows accounting for less than 1% of GDP, underscores the need for strategic reforms to attract investment and foster economic growth. In contrast, Vietnam's dominance in FDI inflows within the region highlights the urgency for Bangladesh to address underlying constraints and seize opportunities for sustainable development. While government agencies in Bangladesh tout their sincerity and eagerness to attract foreign investment through liberal policies and incentives, the reality on the ground often paints a different picture. Foreign investors are frequently discouraged by a myriad of factors, including bureaucratic red tape, inadequate infrastructure, unreliable energy supply, low labor productivity, high business costs, and widespread corruption. Bangladesh's ranking on Transparency International's Corruption Perceptions Index currently sits at 149th place as of 2024, underscores the persistent challenges the country faces in tackling corruption. The experiences of Vietnam and Thailand, which have successfully attracted investment and developed thriving industries, serve as stark reminders of Bangladesh's missed opportunities. As Bangladesh's success story unfolds, she encounters her own set of challenges. Previously, her ready-made garments benefited from tariff-free access to developed markets through mechanisms like the US's Generalized System of Preferences, which was revoked in 2013. Additionally, with the introduction of a new framework of the Generalized Scheme of Preferences, GSP+, and Bangladesh slated to graduate from least developed country status in 2024, it will need to qualify for the GSP+ scheme to continue to be competitive in the EU market. To add on to their list of challenges, Bangladesh is in the eye of a perfect storm. Its population is surging, industries are booming, and energy demands are skyrocketing. However, their power generation is struggling to keep pace. They heavily rely on natural gas, a finite resource dwindling at an alarming rate. It's akin to filling a leaky bucket. Despite pumping in more and more, it's just not enough. The consequence? Frequent load shedding, blackouts, and dependence on dirty, expensive diesel generators. It's a vicious cycle endangering their economy, health, and the environment. But amidst this turbulence, there's a ray of hope. Renewable energy. Picture solar panels glistening under the Bangladeshi sun, wind turbines humming, and hydroelectric dams harnessing the country's waterways. Bangladesh has set ambitious targets, aiming for 40% of its power to be sourced from renewables by 2041. Progress is underway, like the inaugural solar power plant at Bulampur, which joined the national grid in May 2023. To date, they have about 990 megawatts of solar power plants. This shift toward renewables is undeniably the right path forward, a beacon of optimism in a landscape challenged by energy crises. With an increasingly digitalized world, broader access to financial services is becoming increasingly crucial. Bangladesh has made strides in financial inclusion through initiatives like microfinance, mobile financial services, and agent-based banking. These efforts have boosted the number of women entrepreneurs and active mobile money accounts, contributing to the country's economic growth. However, sustaining this momentum requires addressing infrastructure bottlenecks and strengthening the banking sector. While Bangladesh's social achievements have been commendable, its economic growth trajectory underscores the need for more concerted efforts in policy formulation, implementation, governance, and reform initiatives. As Bangladesh celebrates its 53-year journey this year, it serves as a testament to resilience and transformation. Despite the challenges it faces, the country has emerged from the shadows of war and disaster to become a middle-income nation, with aspirations for even greater prosperity for its people. If you like this episode, please remember to subscribe and click the bell icon to stay up to date with new insights to world economy, engineering, and energy issues.